Hello everyone, and I would like to do a video today on compassion for all beings, including the selfish ones. And the basic premise here is that we are all basically good, and that's a fundamental tenet of Shambhala Buddhism. But ultimately, we're also one being. So if there is a being who you think has some egregious grievances or crimes or whatnot, then you have to realize that that's just you, and that any kinds of negative feelings you may have towards them are just negative feelings you have towards yourself. And as Carl Jung said, there's no need to project out onto others. You can keep all the projections within yourself and simply accept all beings as one with you. And you can accept me, and you can accept yourself, you can accept your loved ones, you can accept all beings. But fundamentally, the person you have to start with is yourself. Because if you can accept yourself in all your ways, then you can accept all of creation. Now, I'm not saying that uh, you can, do anything you want, though. Of course, you can. Um, but for instance, here on Earth right now, in this transitional period, time of, I guess, complete free will is not so much as it was before, because now the Earth is polarizing to the generous path, or it has in many ways. And so the people that will stay here are of the generous path. And that means they have a service to others orientation, and so that they're virtuous and all that. However, there are still some people incarnated today who are unsure of their polarity, or who have come with selfish polarity, but they're not sure if they want to stay on the selfish polarity, move to the generous polarity, or stay on the easy polarity. And so it's good to be compassionate to all of these paths. Now, obviously, it should probably be very easy for you, as likely someone that is on the generous path, to be compassionate to other people on the generous path. And same thing for the easy path, because quite possibly you were there very recently. Now, for some people, have difficulty having also compassionate for the selfish path, because they see them as evil or something like that. But you have to realize that it is still just an aspect of ourselves, because as the law of one puts it, the selfish path is 95% service to self, but the service to others path is 49% service to self. So, not liking the selfish path is the same thing as not liking the selfish aspects of yourself. So if you can accept the 40 or 30 or whatever percent selfishness you do have, because you must have some to still have a body, to feed your body, uh, and keep it in good health. And so, in that way, accepting those selfish aspects of yourself, you can accept the selfish aspects in others, and understand that they're simply on a different path. They won't be able to reincarnate here in the future, but that's all right. you know. And if someone is really committed to the selfish path, if you're, for instance, committed to it, then I mean, you always have the option of swapping souls, letting some generous path person take your body, and then your soul would be free to go off to a selfish planet to learn more selfish things, learn lessons, because that's where you want to be. Um, David Wilcock was recently talking about this spiritual fire, and I think probably you've seen it in like cartoons and such, where demons are afraid of the light and they run into the darkness, and so this is kind of similar experience. Like from my experience of having been on the selfish path, uh, the light does burn if you're not a compassionate person. But if you are, then it's just a nice, warm, glowing feeling. So if you're having trouble adjusting to the current vibrational strains, you have to decide, are you staying here on Earth? And if you are, then you might as well polarize to the generous path, and accept loving kindness and compassion for all beings. And that includes all the paths, that includes all the people, that includes the cabal, and all the other people, because you have to ultimately understand that we're all one, and that they're confused in their own way, and that's okay. And that given the opportunity, they can become compassionate beings. And if they truly are on the selfish path, then they can swap out for someone who's on the generous path. Don't judge a book by its cover, as they say, because a body can have many owners, or many souls, you know. And another aspect is if you are having some difficulty with your body, you don't necessarily have to swap out. You can actually, quite possibly, especially if you're younger, uh, like in your teens, or if it comes at different ages for different people, maybe your midlife crisis, or who knows, then there might be an opportunity for you to invite more of your higher self. So that would not be a different soul, that would be just more of yourself to help you understand what's going on and the energies that are going on around you. Yeah. So I hope that helps you with anything going on in your life right now. All right, now.